Previously, the team was introduced to Bryn, a noble birth innate arcane prodigy who graduated from the arcane schools of magic. He was forced to flee from assassins that had been targeting him and his lineage. He found solace amidst the dwarves of Tor'Dur-Dum, where he quickly integrated himself into the party. Also, the team was put through a meat grinder filled with spirits, haunts, werebears, undead, and a pumpkin-faced Agor, where the party died. However, this was all due to a mishap by the alchemy guild by the gnomes. They accidentally created a foul gas on accident, which induced a horrific hallucinogenic nightmare, which the party believed to be real. The party woke up from the dreamlike state and now resumed patrols with Duncan in Tor'Dur-Dum. Since Agor Steeltoe, son of Agor Steeltoe, refused to cooperate during his post-suicide incident, his brother Ulrich was appointed to the role of champion in order to justify his brother's actions. Ulrich was released from house arrest, and if you guys remember, the entire family was under house arrest, and was allowed access to all the evidence materials. He sifted through the burnt-out ruins of Agor's room, incidentally contained most of the inventory records. He examined the wicked dagger that Agor used to almost kill himself. He reviewed the inventory manifest and interviewed acquaintances of Agor. After careful examination of the evidence, Ulrich could not exonerate his brother. During this month-long personal investigation, Ulrich estimated that over a period of time, 15 plus barrels of black powder had gone missing during Agor's watch. One barrel alone is mightier than a battle mage's fireball spell. Incidentally, patrols along the wall have lessened during the month. The new lamp cannons, which are very effective against undead, which you guys have seen in that last battle, seems to have forced the enemy's tactics to live monsters assaulting the wall. The roles of the clerics have shifted because of this sort of new strategy that you guys have, and they're greatly used to power the lamps, and they don't seem to be more of a healer anymore. They're more like batteries for the lamp. And so the clerics have been sort of the batteries for these lamps, these cannons that are shooting out this divine energy, which are pretty much obliterating the undead. So they've been doing actually less healing because they're more involved in combat now, and they seem to have less friends or comrades getting hit and wounded because they're more of a combat role now. One noteworthy battle during this past month was when Grogor tried to attack a lamp, and that's where we're going to start today's adventure. Grogor has often led assaults on the wall, and he was once almost captured, but managed to escape. So if you look at the hangouts, that's Grogor. He's like a named villain that keeps on attacking. So you guys have either heard about him or have fought against him before.
He's a giant ogre?
He's an ogre. You guys have either heard through rumors and stuff that he's an ogre.
Okay.
Oh, it's dark now.
Yes. That's why I wanted you to get a view of it during the day so you know how it is normally, because you would already have been very familiar with it. But, this being your second time on this map, I sort of, wanted you to take a look at the layout.
All right, I memorized it.
Sweet. Let's take a look at where you guys are. I'm going to zoom you guys into the map a little bit.
Okay, just so we know we're fully rested and all that?
Yeah, so you guys are fully rested. You guys have started a shift at nighttime. That's why I wanted you guys to take a look at the map ahead of time. And this is, like I said, when Grogor attacked. Now, I sort of gave a summary, and we're sort of recalling the events that happened during this battle. So you guys are on the bottom of the wall. Duncan and Callan are with you, along with Bryn, Malachi, Nahum, and Flynn. So you guys are on the bottom of the wall patrol. And the top of the patrol is being manned by dwarves, a dwarven cleric, and they're manning both the lamp and a ballista. If you want to have any long-term spells on, just let me know right now so that we could put that on. Or if you want to do a short-term one, nothing's really occurred, so you guys don't have any inkling that something's about to happen. If you want to put a short or medium-term spell on right now, I'll probably roll for time to see how much time has gone by. So,
hey, Frank, so why crossbow? It takes a round to reload every time, right?
Considering that the feats that I've taken, I don't have to worry about the
reload penalty. He has a rapid reload, so he could do reload as a move action, I believe.
Correct.
So as long as he doesn't move, he could shoot and reload at the same, in the same turn. So to give you an example of the this nighttime, there are lanterns, and that's why you see the white visible area. Beyond that is a a semi-transparent area that's dim light. So if you're in that area, there's a penalty when you're fighting. And if there's no light whatsoever, then it's you're basically in darkness.
Except I have dark vision, so I'm good.
Yeah. And
Okay.
well, no. Naam's the only one that has Naam has low light. Malachi has dark vision. So if you click on your characters, it'll act appropriate. For instance, if you click on Naam, his range expands greatly because he gets double vision in low light. But for Miles, for Malachi, his is a flat 60. No light source will do any like extending or anything like that. He just sees 60 as if it was normal.
I see.
Dark vision. Yeah.
When you guys are on your watch, do you guys want to have any spells active?
I usually cast light, but I don't have to worry about it since it's already lit.
So I'll put a light source on you. That might be important later on. But Bryn, I put a light source on you. Who else?
It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, I mean...
I can cast as many cantrips as I want. That's
Yeah, but I can't. My light spell doesn't last that long, I think.
Everyone can cast as many as you want, dude.
A level
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can cast another one on
Yeah.
Marty if he wants it.
Your level 0s, you
Okay,
can cast as many
do
as you
that
want.
then.
Flynn, I don't think would want one because when he's stealthing, he doesn't want to be a light source when he stealths.
Yeah, probably not.
See, that's the thing is he's like running around invisible and singing. I'm like, the enemy's gonna know approximately where you are.
Well,
So-
doesn't that
Well, he still gets 50%
invisibility?
concealment. So.
yeah, but if they do an area of effect spell, they're probably gonna know the general area. So I'll let him know.
Yeah.
Oh, and there he is.
Hey,
Listen
so Mark,
quietly.
Speak of the devil.
Okay.
Oh, we're at the bottom of the wall.
Yeah, you guys are at the bottom. Like I said, this is nighttime. You don't have any augmented vision, so you're basically there's two lights on the ballista on the lamp area, and then there's a road that goes out of this wall, and there's lanterns like every 40 feet of this wall. And so what I was telling the group is that this is where a battle occurred, and we're sort of resolving that battle right now against Grogor, which is a ogre. Both Bryn and Naam are now glowing. For Naam, his shield is glowing white as the light was cast on his shield. But we figured you wouldn't want one just in case you go invisible. You're just gonna be a will-o-wisp or something,
Right. I don't need one. If they've got light, I can see around them.
Yep. You guys are stationed down here, and it's been like 20, 30 minutes in your watch, and all of a sudden you hear something in the essence, the darkness of the night. So this is
Magic missiles.
ooh.
It's hail.
I climb up the
Hey,
wall.
my character sheet is blank. I can just load up my other one.
yeah. Okay, do you see that caution?
Yeah.
The sound that you heard is coming from around there. And what you guys heard was rocks sort of sliding down. And if you notice, there are a bunch of rocks in that area. Not all of you heard it. Malachi and Flynn heard some rocks sliding down the mountainside to the northwest of the wall. Then you hear a deep booming voice, "You idiot!" And another one saying, "Shh, shh, they hear us!" And so this is where this is starting off. So I'm going to put you guys in initiative.
I get into my snake style stance. Dragon stance that time.
You'll have to do that on your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, see, combat hasn't really started. You just heard something. So I'm not sure if, that would be an action for you to be able to go into your stealth.
Okay, well, I know, because you just did initiative, so I figured that was...
Well, this is just to
Something
figure
like
out who wants to do what, because you guys don't all tell me what you want to do. Duncan he heard a little bit of the sound. He's like, "Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear talking?" And he comes up to where you guys are, because he was further along the wall, and he comes up to right about here, and he's like, "Shh," he gives you the shush. And he's like peering out in the distance.
Okay, who's first?
Flynn's
Brent?
next.
Okay, I guess I'm last.
I just stay behind him. I don't do
Actually,
anything.
sorry, Bryn is...
Hey, Bryn.
Bryn.
Hey, Frank. Shoot your lit up crossbow bolt over there.
I'll shoot it right. Right on the edge of the darkness over here somewhere.
Okay, let's back up now.
Okay.
Oh. We weren't supposed to see those, right?
No, you guys are, because of the light. Yeah.
Do we recognize them as trolls? Are they common enough of a bad thing?
I bang on the gate door to let me in.
I did tell you I nerfed my guy a little bit, right?
Well, I can heal you from up there.
For Nahum, he is, because of the light spell that was cast, he could barely see these large husking beasts coming over near where the rock side and the mountain side is. Bryn, you don't see that because you're too far away.
Correct.
It would be Flynn's turn next.
I stay put. I don't do anything.
And then Nahum. So Nahum looks out and he sees movement and he sees these gray husking forms coming out like near the rock edges.
Is there one of those bells that we can ring when we sight an enemy? Come on, it's a freaking wall gate.
Yeah, you can start yelling out, and the people on the ballista and whatnot can react. But so far, nobody knows because you just saw it right now.
Okay, well, I warned the people on the ballista to look at that general direction.
Okay, so the people on the lamp and
Walk to the general direction.
the ballistas, you yell out, and you're like, "Look over there by the mountainside." And then the light is shown in that area, and you see these huge trolls just like put their hand over their eye as the light sort of like blinding them for a second because they weren't expecting that. This is what you guys see. 10 feet tall, hulking, green trolls. And you guys pretty much gonna assume they're the ones that were talking.
Really?
Well, what else would be making noise?
No, just wondering what, like, everybody sounds like
Aren't
a
trolls
dwarf.
intelligent?
Dwarf,
Aren't trolls
it has-
intelligent?
Trolls have strong shots.
They're intelligent.
Oh,
Not super intelligent, apparently. So Callan walks over or jogs over to where Duncan is to take a look at also. And it is Malachi's turn.
So obviously, since we can hear them,
since we can hear them, they must be within 30 feet.
oh, there I am.
They're not.
So
They
I'll
look like
get
they're
to
120 feet.
since I can see the opponent, I'll get to my snake style and I'll start advancing,
Okay.
and then I'll call them out. It's like, you two ugly green things. I don't know, whatever. He just calls them out, and it's like.
I don't think you have the right to
though
call
I can
them
see them.
ugly green things.
I know. I was like, yeah.
Aren't you green?
No, I'm gray.
Okay.
I go my normal movements. I saunter up, yelling at the trolls.
Miles, you still can't see them from that range. I'm just letting you know.
Well, my brother says it, so I'm just gonna go.
Come out here and fight like a man. The trolls are they're like, shh, they heard us. And then they start charging down, I guess. Like charge, but they start running closer and they yell out like, attack! Do you guys see them yet, by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Wait, when I could see them in everybody else's map, if you can't see them, you can't see them?
Yeah, I couldn't see him.
Really? Oh, how weird.
It's kind of cool. Well, I mean, the dark vision applies. It's kind of cool that the program does that, though.
I know, that's why. Because I could see them. I was like wondering why you guys couldn't.
Yeah, it really depends
I
on.
thought you were pretending not to see them.
No, they can't.
No, you really couldn't see them.
Oh,
Oh.
there I am.
It's Bryn's turn.
Fireball.
Ooh.
Oh, on a troll, no less.
Well, I have no clue. I've never fought trolls before with this character.
So you're gonna envelop both those trolls. You see Bryn, he just starts chanting, and he knows the general area, and he can see them at the outskirt of the light spell they casted earlier. And a fireball erupts. Can you go ahead and roll for damage? I'll do saving throw on them.
Oh, joy.
They both rolled really low, and your DC is pretty high on that, so they both succumb to the full effects of fire. And you see their hair just scorching off, and they're just screaming in agony because fire is very harmful to trolls like these. There is no vulnerability, so it's not like they got extra damage for it, but they're just on fire, and you hear this hideous scream as they're just blazed up.
I believe they can't regenerate or something like that.
It basically, from what you've been hearing, that trolls are, they tend to come back to life. And that would be as much as you would know.
Yeah,
you could roll a knowledge to see if you could gain anything else.
I basically asked Flynn, hey, what do we know about these things?
Oh, I don't know yet.
What are their weaknesses?
But you know that fire will basically stop them from regenerating for a round.
Okay, that works.
Duncan is like, trolls, these be nasty ones. And he starts charging also. So he does a double run, which would be 40 for him. Flynn, it's your turn.
I step back and cast Silent Image in front of us, just to be part of the wall.
So it looks like the wall is further in now.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
basically what she's
But
saying.
put it behind me.
Yeah, but in front of Nahum.
Okay, so the trolls basically see a group of you guys just disappear, like as if you were invisible. So they're a little confused over what just happened.
Oh, and yes, I do have knowledge arcana. +8.
Okay. Yeah, so I gave you appropriate what was being said. Right at that moment, after Flynn casts that spell, you just see something erupt above you guys as
Oh,
a reciprocal fireball spell was cast at the lamp, and
And I wanted to go up there.
whoops.
yeah. Luckily, Flynn just was at the hair edge of it, and you just hear like the impact, and you just feel this heat wave just come after you. But luckily, you're a little too far away to feel any of the real damage. The dwarves up there are just agonizing in pain, and there's a cleric up there, and he's just, they're all just like melted away pretty much, and they're like, run! You see the cleric starting to heal himself and the dwarves above him, and the lamp is in very shoddy condition now. It's been pretty much almost vaporized.
So Malachi yells out to the group, "There's a mage out there. Someone find him. I'll chase him down." Flynn! Find the mage!
Something swoops out in the midst of the night. Black leathery wings flap in the night
Oh,
as
they're not.
this winged reptile swoops down and attempts to
Dude,
grab
if I see a
Nam.
dragon?
That's Duncan.
With this,
That's not me, dude.
oh, sorry, Duncan.
Yeah, go after Duncan.
It tries to go after Duncan with its razor sharp talons. It's gonna try
Are
to
these size appropriate icons?
pretty much. Okay, so I sort of redid the sizing on that, and if you see, there's like an orange brown area. That's the actual physical. You have to be adjacent to that in order to hit it.
The
The
green?
red part is where it could reach. Okay.
Okay.
So it's as big as the trolls.
Yeah. So you see the
That's a great picture.
this winged reptile. This is what you see.
Oh wow.
A wyvern.
Wait, hold on. Ooh.
You hear shouts of the dwarf saying dragon, dragon, and
Holy crap!
and Flynn is sort of a little skeptical about that because dragons don't exist. They haven't been seen for over 300 years. He'll share that with you later on. But you see it just grab a hold of Duncan, and unfortunately, it's not like like How to Train Your Dragon. It's not like Toothless where he's like agile and nimble. This is like a hulking beast, and so it's trying to lift Duncan up, and it hoists him up, and it grabs him with his claws, and he just tries to fly straight up into the night. And you see him struggling, with the weight, with how big he is, and the angle of attack, and he just goes up about 40 feet, and he drops Duncan. So Duncan gets some damage.
Hang on.
Oh damn.
He gets 17 points of damage.
Wait, what's the range on? Hang on, I'm looking at the range of Featherfall. Nope, never mind. It's close.
And you see the dragon is actually still up in the air, high above you guys. Do I have any markers?
Great. I'm the only guy up front here.
So I put a 45. He's 45
I
feet
see.
above you guys right now. That's how far Duncan fell. It's Name's turn.
I will go here and I will give Malachi a pat on a bit of luck. Like, go get him, Tiger.
Thanks.
And the bit of luck does what?
Any 20-sided die he rolls twice and gets the favorable result
At his
Or
next
next
time,
time.
or how long does it
the
last?
entire round.
Okay, so he has to use it soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
Callan comes up and he's like running. He looks up there and he's like, Duncan. All of a sudden, you just hear this clamor as his armor slams into the ground. And you just see Duncan all shaken up, and Callan's at his side picking him up. So he helps him get to his feet. He's like, "You okay there, brother?" So he's just trying to tend to him right now. Out of the darkness comes another beast,
Oh my gosh.
another
What?
giant. He's like, let me put the picture of him up.
Hey Miles, see this is what happens when we have overpowered characters.
I
Grab
told
the-
you
Grab the dwarf and
I
start heading
nerfed
backwards.
myself.
Hey, that's
Anthony knew about it.
our ogre friend.
If you guys want to size them up, ogres are very weak compared to what you guys are right now. It would probably be like trolls would be able to beat the ogres. You should be able to beat the trolls. It shouldn't be too bad.
It's the night dragon I'm kind of afraid of.
So it's two
I
trolls.
know.
I know, man. But when you put them together, a bundle of sticks is actually stronger than the
Yes.
They light up as a big fire.
Uh-huh. So you see that hulking ogre just come out, and he's pointing at Duncan, and he like licks his he has like this huge, I don't know what he has, like a broadsword or something, and he just licks it, and he's like savoring this battle, and he starts walking towards them. And Malachi just sees this hulking huge monster come out of the darkness, and what would he do?
Wait,
Okay.
I have a. Why is your ogre in Google Plus look different from this ogre? This ogre looks like it kicked some ass. The
Yeah.
one in Google.
Hey, how come this ogre has like crazy reach as opposed to the dragon? Is that right?
He has, the dragon's he has a great club in his hand. So think of an uprooted tree, or like pretty much an uprooted tree, and that's what he's using. The tree itself is probably about 10 feet long. So altogether, that's that globe. His arms can go to where the red part is, and the tree could go where the dark red part is. And you have to be adjacent to him in that brown area in order to hit him.
How far can you guys shoot?
And how far can you guys shoot?
I don't know.
200.
Try to keep it under 30.
Yeah, you can shoot 200.
Just saying.
Because you gave me the thing, so I'm trying. Otherwise.
I can do it 6 times. You can wait it out if you really want to.
Shoot, I don't know what to do here. And the dragon is
45 above. So you can see it with his dark vision, but you can't see him in the light because the light's only 20.
I had a.
And they can reach me already, huh? They charge. I know, and you guys are all the way back there.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. You're gonna be there alone, basically, is what I'm saying.
You know what? I'll pull out my longbow and I shoot at the dragon.
Okay.
Okay, I get to roll it twice. Ooh, never mind. I'll take that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then confirm the crit. Oh!
Oh!
What the heck? That works.
All right.
So
Bit of luck is for real.
16.
16 points of damage.
Right at the heart.
Oh, nice wall.
Oh, cool.
You just land this devastating blow. Your arrow just goes through the wings, and he starts fluttering down. And I said there's not great flyers, so he starts fluttering down slowly, and he lands to the ground. So you see the Nightwing just flutter and come down to the ground, and it's just like it's sitting there and it's like snapping. And it's gonna start charging Duncan. You see the ballistas line up, and they're gonna attempt to shoot. This is just red shirts, not gonna do anything, just to make the battle a little more interesting.
You call them red shirts.
Another night dragon. Oh, I was good.
Oh, another night dragon!
After the fireball erupts on the tower, you see another dragon come in, and he sits to where the fireball is, and he's like trying to take the cleric out. This is their own battle. It doesn't really, it won't really affect you too much. I just need to get those guys busy with something.
Unless we go up there.
Unless you go up there, then you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, so he's basically telling you don't go up there. We have enough battles on our own in here.
So this night dragon comes down, and he starts walking towards, he's lumbering towards Malachi, the one that shot him with the bow, and double move or a move action, and he readies himself. So he's like snapping and hissing at you, and you see his tail. It has like a barbed edge to it, and he's starting to like wail that around hypnotically back and forth. You see the trolls, they start running up to where Duncan is. Bryn, how would you like to take this on?
I'm gonna do something complicated. I'm gonna cast web.
And
web the dragon and troll.
That's the objective. It's a reflex save,
okay.
and it'll last several minutes.
Okay. I'll do a reflex save. What's the DC on that?
And it prevents movement, it prevents any action.
18.
Oh.
Wow, that's very good.
You see these silky strands just coat the troll and the Nightwing as they're just, it's loosely based on them, and it's just sticking to them, and they're just sort of entangled in it.
It's a web spell?
Yeah, it lasts for an hour.
We can safely ignore them then. Let's go somewhere else.
Save fails, they're grappled,
Mhm.
but they can break free.
All right, that's my action.
Very nice.
Did they make the same throws?
No, they
No,
did
they
not.
Good.
Okay, I'll put them as grappled, so they'll have that condition. Change this.
Oh, and they can't take any action that requires 2 hands to perform. So I don't know if the trolls have weapons. On?
The trolls do not.
Okay, all right, never mind that. Good job.
The one that's not entangled is close enough to Duncan anyways to take a swipe. So he attempts to hit Duncan. Just an arsenal of claws and bites. The claws were able to sink through his armor, and you just see it rip away as like paper from these sharp talons that the troll has. And just one was able to get through, and it does 10 points of damage. Duncan just reacts from that and swings his fiery battle axe that he has at the dwarf.
Fiery.
Yeah.
Fiery.
Well, the picture of him has a fiery dwarven axe, so I'm just gonna say it's minimally yeah.
So that's flavor text.
Yes.
It's like I want that.
Ouch.
So you just see this double swing as he's like whirling around, trying to hack the ankle of the troll because he probably comes up to the kneecap, and he does a savage amount of blows, and you see the troll just howl in rage as he does 27 points of damage.
Dang,
Wow.
see, I'm nothing, dude.
Tell me not to piss that guy off.
Flynn, it's your turn. You're behind this invisible wall which you've created.
Actually, am I 30 feet from you?
Nope, but we'll be soon. I know. 20. You're within 20. Yeah.
Don't forget, I have to advance a little bit to attack some guys.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be going up too.
Okay.
Because it's a free action to maintain, but I'm gonna use standard action to start inspiring courage.
There's your purple.
I feel
Right,
inspired.
and the illusion goes away because it requires concentration.
Okay.
So yeah, Bryn is
Bryn's
not
naked.
concealed.
So give me what does that thing give again?
For
Plus
now,
2
he lost concealment.
Mhm.
Just for now.
Oh.
So it does plus two to attack and damage.
Yeah.
It's inspired
Someone
courage,
else.
is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on you guys as tokens, so it'll automatically take an account. You see Flynn come out and he starts chanting his go we could fight whatever spell or whatever chant, and you see the illusionary wall just disappear, and Bryn like looks around. He's like, I'm not hidden anymore, and he's getting a little anxious. You see Grogor come out, and he's barely visible in light. He's sort of like sulking in the background, waiting to see how things go out. The Nightwing that is above in the lamp area is just trying to, damage the dwarves up there, and you see the other pair of dwarves that were at the far end start running, trying to give them aid against Nightwing because the ballista can't reach that angle. And it's Nahum's turn. So right next to you is Malachi, and beyond him, Malachi's just out of range of the Nightwing that's entrapped in the webs.
Okay, I will peer and give Malachi some more luck.
Okay.
Sweet.
And is that a standard action?
Yes.
So Callan moves adjacent to Duncan, and he incurs an attack of opportunity from the Nightwing that's being held in the webs. Yeah, he was just in range of the bite.
If he's grappled, can you do attacks of opportunity?
He can. Oh, he can't. Never mind. Yeah, he can't do attacks of opportunity, so he's like trying to reach out there, and the webs just hindering his head from reaching Kalen. Kalen is still quite a bit away from the troll, but he has this massive halberd, and he just swings it down, and he tries to connect on the troll, and both those connect, and you see the troll just crumple into the ground, almost cleaved in half.
Hey, Bryn, use your acid thing.
Yeah.
Because you know its weakness.
Yes, I'll kill him.
Because your guy's smart. Actually, no, you're a sorcerer. Are you smart?
No.
Oh.
I'm bright, but I'm not smart.
Never mind.
Yeah, you see the troll just crumple to the ground, and he's just like cleaved in half almost. You see this ogre come up to where Nahum is.
He's going to
Wait, so
incur
does
attack
he
of opportunity.
trample damage on the?
They're going to get free hits on him.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to get him in range. But he basically steps on top of that dead troll. And
Oh, he died?
yeah, he's
Oh,
down.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
And
but he's not.
he's gonna he just spent all his time getting out there and he's huffing and puffing as it comes to Malachi's turn.
All right. Go in front of the dragon, kind of saunter up to it, and I double fist his head down to the ground. Oh, I'm in dragon attack, by the way. I have my
Okay.
dragon style as well.
Ooh, you got a low roll on that. You rolled a 6.
I get to roll again because of the luck.
Yes, that is
Nice.
true.
Double fisted down pummeling of the head. Let's see if it
A
hits.
bit of luck.
And you added +2 already?
Yeah, did you add +2 to that?
It does that
Andy?
automatically.
It does?
It should.
With the token, yeah.
You rolled a 25, and you definitely connected with the head, and you just see the jaw hit the dirt as your fist just force it down. You do 23 points of damage.
Boom!
The Dwarven guards up on the wall have all surrounded the Nightwing, and they're trying to attack it. And half of them have already been hit by a fireball, and they're like almost dead. But they had aid from the other side of the ballista, and those dwarves are fresh, and they come in and they're starting to hack and attack the Nightwing. So the Nightwing comes up from his head comes off the ground as he tries to bite you in the leg, the closest thing to him, Malachi. He rolled a 19. So he hits you pretty severely with his bite as it just rakes into your heel. And you see a barbed stinger. As you get hit by the head, you see a stinger trying to pierce your armor, but it was just clanking off of it. Luckily, you get actually 20 points of damage.
Oh, and he missed?
Yes.
This stinger? So I get an attack opportunity on him.
So you see Malachi. He grabs a stinger with one hand, and what happens?
And then I try to grab the stinger, and I grab it and I twist it.
You
I try
twist
to
it.
twist it off.
You see that the stinger is almost broken, limping to the side, but he's still trying to attack you with it. The troll is entangled in the web, still can reach out, and he's clawing away and raking away at Duncan. None of them were able to connect as Duncan is deftly going to the side, and you see the webs just hinder his arms from reaching Duncan. And Bryn, it's up to you.
I want to make sure that troll's dead, so I want to center a fireball on the ogre.
Okay.
On everything.
On everything.
Oh, it's not all this. Never mind.
Safe to say this is where you put it. Is that about right? You're going to miss the troll in the web, but you want to.
Correct.
Okay. Sounds good.
Don't you have Acid Blast?
I do, but since I got a troll and an ogre there, why not take advantage of it?
That's true.
True.
So go and roll your damage, and I will do a saving throw. You see the ogre just wrecking, just fearful as this fireball just erupts where he's standing, and the troll underneath him just turns to ash as the fireball erupts.
28.
Wow.
And the DC on that is...
He's higher than DC, so
Okay.
half damage.
He rolled 19. Yeah, he had a high roll. So you see him,
Nice.
he ducked out of the fireball, sort of skimpered to the side, and he gets how many points of damage?
He takes 14.
Okay.
Since it's only half.
That was a great save.
Yep. And you just see the hair on his body just singe away, and he's just born again in fire. He's just looking at you with rage.
Whoops.
Duncan sees this fireball just erupt in front of him. Luckily, he was shielded from the blast, and he's looks at Bryn. He's like, that'd be a close one there. And you just see him attack the ogre in front of him. And you see the first blow just hit the ogre in the head, and just a huge cleave mark comes down his face. You just see blood spurting out as he hits him in the head. The second blow, he tries to duck down and then tries to bring the axe upright, trying to slice him from the bottom up, but he just wasn't able to hit him. He just whiffed, doing 11 points of damage. So that's why this battle is gonna be a little difficult. But you guys also had 2 6-level dwarves with you, and other stuff going on. So it sort of evens each other out. Flynn, it's your turn.
I'll move up a little bit. Yeah, they're all inspired. And that's good. And yeah, I'll cast Expeditious Retreat for now.
From the darkness, you see these 2 beams of light. One of them streaks towards Duncan, and the other one streaks towards Malachi as these beams of light just penetrate the darkness.
Oh.
One was
Oh.
a crit.
1 damage.
Wow. To who?
That was to Duncan. The crit roll was really low, so it didn't crit. And the other ray, just because of the ogre and the troll and the Nightwing, he wasn't able to get a shot at Malachi, and the beam just pierces through the night. But Duncan gets hit with 10 points of damage as the light just slams into him, and he's like, his eyes just close as it's such a bright light that hit him. Nahum, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll go here and attack.
You approach the Nightwing, and you're feeling pretty confident. You grab your mace. You have a mace, right?
Morningstar.
You grab your Morningstar in both hands with your shield, and you try to launch a blow at him.
I don't think I hit.
You did not hit. It bounced off his scales. They're pretty thick, and so you just shifted his head a little bit as he's trying to attack you guys. Callan comes in, and he takes a swipe at the ogre in front of him, and you just see a massive volley of blows, and that ogre goes down. And then Malachi, it's your turn.
Let me see. I'm actually trying to figure out.
That's like a death pit over there. There's like these 2 dead bodies in front of Duncan and Callan.
Yeah, it's the dwarves that are killing him.
The other one's
I grabbed the drag. I tried to grab the dragon by the head and give him a swift knee up its jaw.
20.
Did I hit?
Against the Nightwing, you did hit.
I knee his jaw.
His jaw just shatters from the knee mark, and you just see his jaw just hanging there limply, along with his barbed tails just hanging there limply. You see the dwarves, and they're just like hacking away at the Nightwing. The Nightwing's getting torn up, and you see it leap up in the air as the dwarves are attacking it, and it just tries to fly away, and it's barely getting away because there's so much damage that's been caused on his wings and his legs that he's... the Nightwing that's webbed launches a salvage of blows at Nahum. Or sorry, not Nahum, Malachi. He's trying to sting you with his barbed tail, but it's like limp, and it's just like hitting that limp side to you. He's like confused why it's not connecting, and the jaw that's so broken that when he tries to bite you, nothing's happening. And he knows he's pretty much doomed, but he can't escape because of the web, so he's just stuck there.
So I do my my reversal attack on him.
Okay.
So I tried to grab his flailing head at me. I tried to like right into his eye, into the brain.
That is 1 dead night dragon.
I know.
The troll that's in the webs attempts to wiggle out of it. So what does he have to do?
It's the grapple check.
He rolls a really low grapple roll. He rolled a 13, which is not enough to overcome your web, I assume. So you just see him just getting even more entangled in the strands, and he's just howling in rage. And Bryn.
All right, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to shoot acid arrow at the troll.
Okay. Oh, you see this acid spittle come out, and it just hits him in the eye, and he does a little wink. You don't know if he's winking at you or just winking because of the acid, but just a little wink at you.
Ow?
Ow.
Do I have to roll the damage for the acid arrow, or is that?
Oh, I did 2, but go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, you're doing acid splash, huh?
Yeah, 2d4.
2d4?
No,
We're acid
no,
arrow.
no, that's acid arrow.
Oh, he's doing acid
Acid
arrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, 4.
okay, that's fine.
2 more damage.
You just see this. Sorry, I thought it was the acid splash, but you just see this sickly green-colored arrow just dart out from where he's pointing, and it hits a troll in the chest, and you just see it just start eating away his flesh. And he's like looking at it, going, ah, and it's starting to eat away at him. Duncan takes a step, and he's getting pretty brave, and he takes a step into the web, and you just see him getting stuck also, but he takes a swipe at the troll. The first hit connects with the troll as he, rears back in pain as he does 17 points of damage to him. And because of the acid, he pretty much hit him where the acid was, and you see that part of the flesh doesn't grow back. It's it's permanently scarred.
Dude, nice description.
Yes. Flynn.
I will move really fast because that's how fast I'm moving now.
Mhm.
50 is good.
There's a ogre north of you, right?
Yup.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Silent Image again.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, just like, real as big as I can over myself and everything around it.
And you're gonna look like the ground.
Yeah,
Okay. So you're trying to be invisible. That's fine.
yeah, just obscuring stuff. Yeah.
Okay. You see this hulking ogre, and this is Gregor from earlier. He comes down, and let me see what his movement is. His movement is 40. Yay! He comes to right here,
Oh,
Oh, damn.
and you see him start chanting, and he points to where a majority of the party members are, and you just see this huge freezing cone of cold just envelop the party.
Ooh.
Nice.
So each
That
one of
nails
you
all of us.
need to roll a reflex save.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bryn, you're so lucky. For those of you that rolled over 17, which is Bryn and Malachi, Malachi rolled a 26. Bryn barely made it. Bryn barely ducks as this cold comes, freezing cold area just comes up, and those that made the save get 9 points of damage, and those that failed, which is Nahum, is frozen solid with 19 points of damage.
Jeez.
Hey, what's the effects other than damage?
Just damage. Let me roll for Duncan and Callan. Duncan rolls a 19 and Callan rolls a lowly 8. So Duncan was able to get hit with minor damage of 9 as a frost just rips through his armor, and Callan just took the full blunt of it as the spell just takes a toll on him. And Callan comes up and he's pretty furious at that ogre, Gregor, and he just does a charge at him. He starts running with his halberd in hand, and he gets to striking position, and he takes a swipe at him. And you just see the halberd just cleave the shoulder of Gregor as he screams in pain, doing 17 points of damage. And Malachi, it's your turn. You just the Nightwing lies limp in front of you. It's not moving anymore.
Wait, did you skip?
Huh?
Oh, Nahum. I probably did before. Okay, you were supposed to be before Callan, so go ahead and go.
Isn't he frozen solid?
Flavor.
That was nothing, right? Yeah, flavor.
Hi, popsicle. You see the webs actually become brittle because of the cone of cold, and they sort of snap and start crackling, and they start dissolving.
Take on the troll. I'm gonna go after the big guy.
Jeez, never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna go melee anymore.
You actually smacked him in the head with a resounding blow as you rolled a. You barely were able to hit him with your 14.
Resounding? A 7 is a resounding blow now?
Resounding is a 7. And you see that the troll is, just howling in frustration as he's getting hit. Luckily, the webs off him have sort of disintegrated by that cone of cold.
Does he take damage too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he should have.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for ruining my plans.
Hey, saving. Hey, saving.
I can't do damage myself. I will make sure everybody else does.
He had a really lousy saving throw. And he fell over.
That's me. I killed him.
He succumbed to the cold.
Hey, acid on. Don't forget.
He already has acid on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Getting hit next round.
It was a previous round, so he's not coming
He's
back up. Bryn, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I see the ogre?
Yes, you can, because the light spell that you cast is right where he's standing. Stupid him.
Right on the edge, right?
Yes.
Silence.
Well, he was so ambitious in trying to entrap most of you in his cone of cold, he sort of ignored his own longevity of life.
All right. Well, magic missile.
Okay.
Magic missile.
Shoot at
Into the darkness.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I think it's three bolts just slam into the ogre as he just yells out in pain, and he gives you eye contact, and it's just not the nicest look. Duncan comes in, and he gets himself out of the web that was not effect, and he runs up to where the ogre was, and the ogre takes a swipe at him. He has this wicked looking staff in his hand. You just see this. He does a resounding smack against Duncan, but his shield, I don't even know if he has a shield. His armor was able to protect him from the blow. He didn't even get the wind knocked out of him. He's pretty much fine from it. So Duncan comes up and he slams his battle axe into him. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Decimates him. with what is that? Like a 33 and a 26 to hit. And what's
How
the
can you
total?
even roll a 33? How much bonuses does he have?
But the damage is.
Yeah, I told you he's a pure
37?
fighter, dude.
37.
33 is not
Yeah.
hard.
Oh my gosh. He just decimates him, and you just see like
Jeez.
you see his staff broken in half, and he was trying to block the blow with the staff, but it just snaps in half, and the blow just continues cleaving right through him, and you just see like just gore and ick coming out of him right now.
Ooh.
Flynn, it's your turn.
Wait, how come I never got to attack?
It was Bryn, and then Flynn.
No, you skipped Nahum.
Yeah.
Oh, because
I skipped my brother.
I was about to do you, but I skipped Nam, so Nam took over, and then we forgot about you, which means it's your turn to go.
Okay.
Oh man. Let's just ignore the initiative order. Let's just
I do a
attack
running
whatever we
charge.
Okay. You did a running charge at him, and go ahead and do your attack.
He has attack of opportunity.
No, he doesn't, because he already used it against Duncan. So go
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
and give yourself a +2 to hit.
Alright.
want. Oh, that actually worked in your favor, Miles.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah.
I do a leaping attack, and I try to punch him in the face. I say, "You look uglier than I do."
So Malik actually did a hold action. That's what he did.
hmm
Oh, plus
Yeah,
another.
you do a devastating blow against him, and you knock the wind out of him as you do 18 points of damage.
Yeah, I think I did another +2 because of charge.
Yeah.
That is one kick-ass half orc.
Ogre. Oh, him. Malachi, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a little flurry of a devil.
Wait, did you add the other extra damage for my charge?
No.
You
No,
know,
you just get
that's
+2 to hit. That's it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it?
you get
Oh,
plus
no
two.
extra damage? Okay, never mind then. Okay, never mind.
It's Flynn's turn.
Is this up to me? I'm gonna shoot him. Full attack.
Okay. You can take him out, dude.
Or no.
Patank, it just glances off of him.
But tank,
Patank! He rolled a 16.
you missed.
Ooh.
Oh, that one hit.
There it
That
is.
one hit.
The other one had a very sharp edge. Did you get any additional damage?
Did you already account my inspiring myself courage
Let's see.
for myself?
You rolled a 3. Yeah, there's a miscellaneous of 2.
Okay.
And a ranged mod. The ogre,
Runs away.
Flynn's 1-2, Malachi's 3-4, Duncan is 5-6. So he grabs Flynn with his hand, and it's actually glowing. You didn't see it, but his hand was glowing when he grabbed you, and you see him grab you by the throat, and you see that your life just drain out of you as he does a 14 points of damage to you.
Oh no.
And he probably healed that much, too.
You just see the wound that Duncan had. It just sort of seals over as he grabbed Flynn, and then he runs away. But you guys get attacks of opportunity on him.
Yep.
So let's see what happens.
It's too far for me.
He can attack and move. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
duh.
Who's gonna attack first, Duncan or Malachi?
Can I?
Yeah, even Flynn or Malachi.
So
beat him.
I grab him by his hair,
Nuts.
and I kick him in the spine.
I was gonna have him run away, but you guys already surrounded him, and there's no way you could do it.
Alright, I'm extra fast. You can get away from me.
Okay, let's go back to the hangouts. Yeah, you're extra fast. You'd just be running and shooting at him. You
Yeah.
couldn't have done anything.
Right.
Gregor! My ogre magi. So, you guys just defeated Gregor. He won't return again. You guys pretty much resolved this battle. I'll write down some loot. I'll tell you what you guys find on the bodies. I forgot to do that. So after you finish this night patrol, the next day comes along. And this is actually Judgment Day. The entire town of Tor'Dur-Dum has been up in rumors, and talks have been going on about this. This is like a big event for Tor'Dur-Dum and for the nation of the dwarves. They're anticipating and waiting to see what will occur. As I said earlier, Ulrich couldn't find any evidence to exonerate or to defend his brother. So the clan they're going to face judgment. So you see Thor, I sort of stole this from The Hobbit. But
Roar. Yeah.
he is sitting in, you guys are right now in what's called the main assembly. Actually, it'd be something a little more intimate. Let's call this the throne room.
He's the king?
He's the king. And he's
Okay.
sitting on the throne at the end of this big, vast underground hall. There's these tall pillars along the sides of the wall, and you see him up on the throne, stairs going up, carpet rolling down towards him. You see his hands, his aides next to him, and along the walls you see just all these guards. And you see the Steeltoe, which is Ulrich and Agor's family name. The Steeltoes are all huddled there. They all are present. You guys are actually present there too because of your involvement with the incident. You see Duncan there. You see a lot of other high-ranking dwarves, militia, military people, along with politicians and whatnot. They're all in this giant throne room. On trial is Agor, son of Grok, family of the Steeltoe, along with the Steeltoe clan. Ulrich is one of the 12 dwarves that are present also because he's on trial too. Agor has done little to exonerate himself. He did not provide any knowledge or why or how many black powders were even stolen. Thus, by dwarvish law, judgment must be passed. And you see the king open up and he addresses a crowd and he says, "We find Agor, son of Grok, Steeltoe, guilty for committing treason. The punishment for his crimes is death by stoning." You hear the whole assembly hall, you hear them voice this out.
An attack on the kingdom is an attack on the king.
You just hear the whole masses of dwarves chant that out. The king continues saying, and he looks at the Steeltoe family, basically says that they have found no direct evidence in their involvement, and even their son Agor would neither confirm or deny such allegations. But they have no recourse but to execute the same punishment upon the family name. The actions of a son represent the actions of the family. And when he says that, the whole crowd erupts
An
again.
attack on the kingdom is an attack on the king.
And so he's passing the same judgment to the family. And the mom cries out, Agor's mother cries out, says, "Mercy, sire, mercy on our family. We had no idea of what my son was doing. Spare our family. We are but your loyal servants." As she cries this out, she falls prone on the floor in front of the king. And a royal guard standing nearby threatens to hit her with the butt of the spear. "You dare question the words of the king?" But from the throne room, you hear a stern voice yelling, "Stop!" as Duncan approaches the throne. And he says, "Sire, may I have words with you?" Everyone knows Duncan is the son of the king, but he's pretty much very removed from the throne. He's like the youngest son, and he has elder brothers that are in parliament, taking up whatever actions they want to become the son, and Duncan's sort of like the reluctant hero. He has no ambition for the crown. And he talks to the king. They sort of have like a deliberation, and he whispers stuff in his father's ear, and you see them talking. And the king turns around and he stands straight up and says, "Ulrich Steeltoe, for your merits and accomplishments, you have some favor in my ruling. The Steeltoe clan shall not face death by stoning, but they will be cast out, exiled from Tor'Dur-Dum." And the whole crowd gasps, and the mother cries out, "Being exiled is a death sentence in itself." However, the king continues with his decree. The family crests will be burned. Their heirloom armor shall be melted into scrap and forged into horseshoes. And as you know, the armor of a dwarf is like a living testimony of their name. It shows all the great battles they've been in. Their history, their lineage is all sort of chiseled and entwined into the armor. But it's going to be broken down. It's going to be melted and forged into horseshoes. And he continues saying, "Their name shall be erased from every document and shall never be spoken again. They shall be the nameless." As part of the punishment, all members of the Steeltoe family were cleanly shaven, top, their hair, their beard, and everything. They were stripped of all their possessions, and they were provided gray commoner clothing. Ulrich, one of the largest dwarves you have ever met, whose strength could probably outmatch Malachi, was the first to be shaven. The guards removed the armor and they tossed it into a pile to be melted. They then shaved his head and beard, and they branded his forehead with dwarven letters saying "Nameless." So, summary of what just happened: Agor was found guilty and he's going to die by stoning, whereas the family was spared and they're going to be thrown into exile. Hey, do you remember that, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
I asked Mark for some images from Dragon Age, because that email was like half a year ago. I asked him for it. Yeah. Shortly after judgment was announced, the stoning of Agor occurred at the ceremonial amphitheater on the cliff sides of Tor'Dur-Dum. So if you look at the picture, this is like an amphitheater that's built within the mountain. The wind is rushing out. You see the torches flickering in the wind. It's pretty strong, and you see everyone gathered out here for the stoning. As dwarvish tradition dictates, the Steeltoe clan was required to be present for the stoning. The family took the stance of facing away from the execution scene. Whether in disgust, for what Agor did and his crimes, or as a sign of disagreement in judgment, you're not too sure. And Agor stood at the very edge of the amphitheater. Not too happy of a guy. His face and eyes showed malice and hatred for his fellow dwarven people as he stood in the amphitheater. A pair of guards walked towards Agor, handing him a white, viscous potion. He grabbed the potion and quaffed it down without hesitation, with hatred burning in his eyes. His face contorted from those of hatred to those of pain as the alchemical potion ran its course through his body. First, his hair turned ashen and white as he attempted to scream in pain, yet due to his damaged vocal cords, no audible yell was heard. His extremities convulsed and contorted and slowly became rigid. His hands and feet had turned into solid stone. The poison slowly petrified organ after organ, shutting his body down. The pain seemed to be unbearable as he continued his silent screams in agony. As the toxins worked within the lungs, his last breath exhaled out of his mouth. It was only a few more seconds before the toxin would reach his brain. His eyes, the last to succumb to petrification, were wide open in agony as they calcified over. Agor became a twisted, horror-filled statue. The guards then hoisted the statue, lifted over the railing, and threw it over the side of the mountain, crashing, breaking into 100 pieces underneath. Yeah.
I was expecting a different kind of stoning, but
yeah, it's not the traditional stoning. I wanted to do something different, and I knew it's the you had an idea in your head, but it's totally different.
The petrification,
and then just disintegration, I guess.
Wait. So did everyone leave, or what?
Yeah. So after that happened, the exiles were brought into a room, and this is where you guys come into play. Duncan approaches you, and he says, "I cannot do it. I cannot escort Ulrich into exile." So it's like
wait.
Yeah.
Before this happens, when everyone's leaving, I go to the. Wait, is he dust now, or is he a statue?
So he was a statue. They lifted him over the railing, and they threw him over the ledge. It's like a 100-foot drop, and you just see the statue breaking and crumbling as it's falling down the mountain into like 100 pieces of boulders and pebbles and whatnot. So he's gone.
You do stone to flesh on the pieces.
I'm gonna go to that place and I'm gonna speak to the dead.
Okay. Do you have speak to dead?
In 20 minutes I will. I have an open slot. I am gonna ask my lord for speak with dead right now.
They are hastily moving you along to this next part. I don't think you have 20 minutes to meditate to Mishkal, asking for her the ability to talk to this traitor guy.
No, before, you know what? I knew he was going to die, so I'm going to ask when they were trying to kill him.
Let me see. What do you need for Speak to Undead? What spell is it?
It needs he has to do a will save.
Yeah, but where is he? Do you need a piece of him? Do you need...
Yeah, a corpse.
There is no corpse, man. It's all stoned.
I'll need a piece of him. Get his head.
It's like 100 foot down. Like, there are no pieces of him on that platform. They threw him over the ledge, and he's just crumbling as he fell down that chasm gap.
Okay, I will head there after the scene then.
You won't get anything out of him. Let's just say that. Either divine magic will prevent you from talking to him, or something. We'll see. Nice try. I like your ambition.
I want to see you roll a 1 for his will save.
So Duncan comes to you in this room, and this is where they're about to sort of take the exiles on a path to be exiled. And he comes up to you and he's like, "I cannot do it. I cannot escort Ulrich to the exile. 'Twas like a brother he was." And he has like a sorrow look on his face. "Through thick and thin, we've been battling giants and undead monsters. Our blood has mingled on the battlefield. I cannot bring myself to lead him to death. Can you do it for me? Can you lead the exile squad?" And so he's asking you to sort of be in charge of the squad that's going to lead him to exile. He was supposed to do it, but he just has really strong reserves against it. And then he says, "Here be a pack full of supplies. At least they'll give him a sliver of a chance living out there." So he gives you a backpack with, if you guys want to look through it, you can. But he gives you a pack saying, hopefully this will give him like a day's worth of life.
They're dwarves. They're too proud.
He's putting you in charge of this group, and you're to bring him to exile. There are 6 dwarven soldiers that are accompanying you, and there's a total of 11 Steeltoe exiles that you're going to be bringing to exile. And the Path of Exile is a long hike through the caves and tunnels under Tor'Dur-Dum. The underground caves beneath Tor'Dur-Dum are vast and numerous. You pass sentry guards and guard keeps while traveling within the semi-protected confines of Tor'Dur-Dum. At the Dark is a place where Tor'Dur-Dum's reign ends and the Underdark continues. This is where the exile will take place. However, as you travel through the depths of Tor'Dur-Dum, it is not easy. A tunnel recently experienced a flash flood, which caught a dwarven patrol off guard. As they come upon the scene, a cavern is overrun by an unexpected torrent of water. It looks like the ceiling above, which is about 20 feet above you, has collapsed, sending water spewing down. 5 drowned dwarven bodies are adrift in the strong current of the river. Some are either stuck along the banks, bashing against the rocks, while others are caught upon the jagged rocks of the river. The river ranges from 2 foot to 4 foot in depth and about 10 feet wide. The current seems to be pretty strong. A lone survivor, a female dwarf, a dwarven warrior, clings for dear life on a boulder amidst the river. She seems to be exhausted from battling the river. Who knows how long she has been out here? She cries out as you come closer. Help! So cold! Throw me a line! I cannot hold much longer. And her teeth chatter and she's grabbing onto this rock, and you see that her grasp is weakening.
How far is she from the shore?
Let me see. As I said, the river is about 10 feet wide, and you guys are near the bank. She's in sort of like 2/3 out of the river.
Wow, it's too bad I can't swim.
And how deep is? Oh, we can't tell how deep.
Does anyone have rope?
I have rope.
Everyone
rope?
should have
Get it out. We can get it
Yeah,
there.
a D&D player if you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
trying
rope.
to figure out. I mean, she may not be. I mean, so I pull out
Can
pull out the rope.
you swim, Mouse?
I
Can
can
you swim?
swim, but
Okay,
I'm-
I tie the rope to you and they shove you in the
No.
river.
No, I've got mage hand.
Hold on.
No.
Let me figure out where
Perfect.
you guys went.
I just use mage hand to tie it around her.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, never mind.
Tie it around him to anchor him, and I'll just use the telekinesis to
Yeah.
tie it around her.
Yeah,
That works. That works.
I like that idea better.
So you guys have come up to this cavern, and there's this dwarven lady. You see her. She is how far away from Malachi? She is 10 away.
Yeah.
And she's like gripping this rock, and the current's pretty strong. It's going to be considered rough terrain. Anyone under 5 feet is going to have a really difficult time because it's pretty swift. So Flynn, I don't advise you to go in without something.
Okay.
And there's these dwarven dead bodies that are like either stuck on the banks or stuck on some rocks, and unfortunately they did not survive. And she's just grabbing on, and I sort of had flashbacks to when Flynn did grease on that that guy soldier. I'm like, do you want to grease up the rock and have her die right now, Flynn? That's an option for you.
I say we tie him
about it.
to Flynn and throw him to the dwarf girl.
Well, you know what?
Basketball special.
I can use Mage Hand to try to get the rope to her.
No, that's what Flynn's doing right now.
Once
Using
again,
my rope and the mage hand from Flynn's spell.
there are 6 dead bodies stuck in the river, which is about 10 foot wide and 2 to 4 feet in depth. The cavern ceiling above you in areas are broken as water is flowing down from the sides onto the caverns and it's flowing to this underground river. There's a big one to the north of you, and that's where a majority of this river is coming. But even where you guys are, and behind you, there's some like gaps in the ceiling, and water's coming out. They're like trickling in. It's not like pouring on you guys. If you look behind you, you guys are leading the group, and right behind you is Ulrich, and behind him are some guards and the exiles. The exiles are all in like gray clothes. They don't have any armors on, and you see that their hands are bound because they don't want them escaping. Their legs aren't bound because they're required to walk, but you just see that their hands are bound. South of you, if you follow this river down about 50 feet, Malachi can see it just drops off into the distance. And what you guys hear before you is just this...
Without
Found the
surprise
pack.
me.
Sorry. What you hear before you, that was a little loud, is just the water rushing over a gigantic waterfall. You can't fathom how deep it is. You guys can't even see how deep it is, but there's a waterfall. Do you guys see the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll zoom into where you guys are. So how do you want to go about this? Let me put you guys in initiative. That way we know who wants to go when. Or you guys have already devised what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah. So basically, I have rope, I have plenty of rope, and then Flynn's gonna cast a mage hand and tie it around the dwarf, and I'm yelling out, encouragement to the dwarf. Hang on, there's help. We've got you. We'll save you.
Okay.
I also loop it around a couple of the bodies to bring those in too.
Do you guys want me to keep the sound effects on, or is it too bothersome?
No, it's cool.
That's good. That's
I'm
good.
okay with it.
Okay, so you're gonna tie the rope. Wait, can you go through that once more?
So he's got a rope,
Uh-huh.
but he's gonna be anchored to the rope. So I'm gonna use Mage Hand to, it's the telekinesis spell,
Mhm.
to loop it around a couple bodies, and and tie it around the one who's on the rock.
Okay. And who's it tied to? Who's the rope tied to?
Malachi's holding the other end.
Oh, he's holding the other end, and you're sort of aiding it.
Actually, multiple. We need. I'm gonna stabilize that. If is there anything we can anchor it to, the rope?
Not really, cause you're along the bank and it's pretty empty.
Okay,
So
so
we're all holding the rope like a tug of war.
yeah,
tug of war?
let's take a walk. 'Cause now that Flynn tied all the other bodies, I don't think I can carry them all. Thanks,
You can
Flynn.
drag him, and as the first one comes in, I go and see if he's okay.
Well,
Dead body.
Like,
the rope is
I go check his
held back so that other people can help
You know
pull.
what I mean?
Okay.
And by vitals, I mean pockets.
So you see, you guys are playing tug of war here, and and Flynn, you guys are playing tug of war here with the rope, and it's attached to you, and it's anchored around Malachi mainly. And you see Flynn start moving his hands, starts chanting, and you see the rope just becomes like, what's it called when it becomes like snake-like? There's a word for it.
Serpentine?
Serpentine, or there's another word. But anyways,
Snake-like.
snake-like. Let's just say that. And it's sort of like it's intelligent, like snake, and it starts wrapping around. And it goes through the water, and it goes to where the bodies are, and it starts like wrapping around the bodies gently, and then it gets two of the bodies that are near the lady, and then it gets to the lady itself. Do you want to tie it to her, or do you want her to grab it, or what do you want to do?
No,
I'll go around her waist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use Mage Hand, and it's like an extension of your own hand, and with a lot of dexterity, you see the hand that Flynn projects just tie around the lady, and she's like, "Thank you for that." And all of a sudden, she changes.
Oh, great.
We let go of the rope.
Let's go.
Whoops.
Oh,
So all of a sudden, she yells out a shriek, and you see her hair whip out, and it just grabs around Malachi. Let me see if it connects.
Well, I'm glad it
Is
touched
there a grapple?
Malachi.
Okay.
This is sort of a surprise round. So you see her head just reach out, and it extends longer than you humanly can believe, but just rips out and grabs. It attempts to grab Malachi. So she had a high roll. She rolled an 18, along with all these additional bonuses of you being flat-footed and whatnot. You see the hair just twine around Malachi, and it starts pulling him towards, him into the water. So you get dragged, boom, right next to her, and you're just like, the hair is like, think of Tangled, that girl with the little long hair. It's just like wrapped around you right now, and you're stuck.
Okay. So I'm grappled, right?
You are grappled. Both of you guys are grappled. Actually, she's not grappled. Sorry.
No, she is.
No,
Oh, no.
her hair is a special ability, so she doesn't
is.
gain the grapple condition.
All right.
And with that, you see Malachi just jerked and lurched in the water. You're actually underneath the water right now. She's not like bringing you above the water. You're underneath the water. I'll do drowning later. Flynn, you're the first to react. You see just Malachi just lurch in the water, and you sort of don't know why, because you're behind Bryn. You just hear a splash, and you feel the rope go limp.
So I can't see what's going on.
Well, Bryn is sort of blocking you right now. He's sort of in front of you. You look through his legs because you're a short guy, and you just see Malachi just wrenched into, like, just jerked into the water
Okay.
really quickly.
Can I see what it is and make a knowledge check, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead, run your knowledge check.
Okay.
Oh,
And what do I
jeez
let
Louise.
people know?
You know her name.
You know everything. She was your date from 3rd grade. What can you say when you roll a 20? And you have like 10 bonus points.
Yeah.
But you know this to be a undead.
And you dumped her, and she's her revenge.
You said, "This is revenge time, buddy." No, this is an undead aquatic being. She's actually called a drowned maiden, and you're gonna relay most of this while you're yelling, "Look out for the hair!" It's
I got that.
this
I got that part, dude.
a drowned maiden basically had a tragic death due to water, and she wants to have that same effect upon everyone that she comes across. She can use her hair as a, what's it called? I can't, it starts with a P. Prehensile? Yeah.
Yeah. Prehensile.
Prehensile hair, which means she has a lot of control. She could use it to wield a sword or whatnot. And she wants to basically drown you to your death and bring the same fate that she has received. You know that if you get grappled for a long time, and if you get close enough, she'll start doing ability drain on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you hear stories of sailors that have just been, taken to the grave by these beasts.
I say, it's not your fault! And I cast grease on Malachi.
And you what?
I cast grease on Malachi.
Okay, you cast grease. How's that gonna protect? He's actually underneath water, so the grease spell just floats on top.
Okay, fine.
Owned by the river.
Owned by the river. And you see,
So that would be oil, though.
No,
Oil
that's
floats
not
on
necessarily
Like
true.
grease, like mechanical grease, is pretty substantial.
yeah,
Yeah.
I consider oil.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And you see it just slowly float down towards the waterfall. Goodbye.
you're polluting the water, dude.
Worth a shot.
Okay, it's going to be Bryn's turn. You just, same thing. You just see, exactly what Flynn saw.
Wow. Magic missile?
Okay, you.
That auto hits.
Actually, let me move out of the way. Then I'll shoot my magic missile.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage on that. Just your 3 bolts just slamming her, and she screeches even louder. She has a, ah! And you hear this unnatural scream, and it just sends shivers down your spine. That's flavor talk, of course. As the bolts just slam into her.
Hey, Frank, you did 12 damage.
Yeah.
Look at her HP. He didn't even move.
You guys are in trouble. No.
Oh,
Nam, you're just like, Malachi, where's everyone going? What's going on here? You're confused as what's going on right now. You just hear a splash, and then you see Bryn just leap forward and just disappear to the cavern wall. Like he turns left out of the cavern, and you see this bolts just glow out of him and hit something, and you hear the screaming.
Okay, I throw the rope to Ulrich, and I just say, pull, and we start pulling.
That's around her, huh?
Yeah.
Good idea.
So we just pull.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're the only one that's pulling right now because Bryn and Flynn have already done their action. So if you want to do that,
Ulrich.
Whatever, my strength is like 10.
Ulrich?
or sorry, Flynn and Bryn.
How about Ulrich? I throw the rope at Ulrich.
His hands are bound. He's like, what do you expect me to do?
And the dwarf, guard
They're-
dwarf 1, guard dwarf 6,
All the guards won.
and guard dwarf.
How long's the rope?
Huh?
How long is
Like
the rope?
100.
Dude.
Okay, you guys have probably used 20 foot of it already.
Oh, 50 feet, sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20. You probably used about 40 feet of it because it's snaked around bodies, it's snaked around Malachi and you guys. So you guys have already, you only have 10 feet left beyond Nahum. So go ahead and, do you want to try pulling? Roll a CM. Do you see a CM and stuff? Roll a grapple check. Ooh, a 14. You rolled a 9. You're pulling, but the weight of everybody, it doesn't seem to be doing that much. Flynn and Bryn dropped the rope, but you see that the rope is entwined around 2 bodies in the water and Malachi. So you're pulling, and those bodies are shifting a little bit, but it's not enough to move them because you have anchors before with Malachi too. And so that round is over.
Wait, how about me, dude?
You are
drowning.
drowning.
No, roll damage, bud.
It's actually the drowned maiden's turn, and she's going to continue the grapple. Let me do that first.
It's a grapple, though, not a pin, right?
It's a grapple.
Yeah.
So I need to first maintain it. That's the start. It's automatic or a continuation. She rolled a very high 20 with a total of 31. So she just continues. Her hairs are just squeezing him. She has
What is she gonna do?
I don't know. Let me see. So after the grapple, she's gonna attempt a pin. So this is when she's pinning you with her hair. Oh, she did not pull off a pin. She got a 1.
Yes!
But even with all that, what's your seeing these 20. Yeah.
23.
So she's trying to bring you even closer, and you're just like wiggling so hard, but you're oh, actually she gets 5 cuz she could this is 17. Yeah, still wasn't enough to continue the grapple for you or pin you. So you were able to wiggle out of it a little bit.
Okay. Now it's my turn?
Let's see. Yes, Malachi.
Alright, I'm gonna reverse grapple then. I'm
Um,
gonna do a reversal.
okay.
So basically, I follow her hair,
Mhm.
and I try to lead up to the head, and then try to reverse the grapple on her.
Okay.
No, yes, no.
22. Let's see.
Actually, hold on. This isn't right. 5. No, that's not right.
Okay.
Add another 3 to that. Another 2. Sorry.
So you are controlling her hair, so to speak, and
So I'm free, and I have her grapple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you're not free. You're both still or you're still grappled.
I'm in grapple condition, but I'm in control now.
Yeah, you're in control. Yeah. After that happens,
Oh, hold on. I get a don't I get a move action?
what do you want to do?
I move to shore.
Can you do that? Let me see.
I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, so you can move both you and the target to half your speed.
Yes.
That's fine.
So basically, that's my. So this is standard. So I bring it to shore.
Yep. So basically, what you're doing is you're just stretching out her hair. She's not moving, but her hair is.
No, I grappled her.
You grappled her hair. She doesn't have the grapple condition.
Yes, she does.
No. You in order to reverse a grapple, you were getting at her hair. You
No.
can't really.
Because she's like 5 feet from me. So when I actually reverse grapple, I'm grappling her, not just her hair.
I'll have to roll 2 then, one for the hair and one for her then, because
Huh?
the hair has a mind of its like ability of its own to grapple without even her doing anything. Yeah. So in order that you basically were able to wiggle out, the hair's still connected to you, and you're walking to shore, but the hair's still following you, type thing.
So I'm tying up her hair in my arm,
Uh-huh.
like a rope.
Yep. So you're
Like, get
15.
over here.
Yeah, that's fine. As you do this, you see these nimbus spirits rise up and sort of stand above the water, above the dwarves. There's 2 that were near the dwarves. You see them on the map, and then all of a sudden behind you, you hear cries of astonishment as ghosts sort of come out of the walls. Spirits start coming out of the walls, and there's 6 of them total, 1 for each dead body.
Hey, real quick, Andy.
Mhm.
Are both sides of this thing, is that land?
There's a little bit of land between each side, like only like 3 feet, not a whole lot, but
That means, can I be here?
yeah, you could.
Thing is, since you're telling me I'm only grappling her hair,
Uh-huh.
I think I want to go here instead.
There's enough room for you to move there. There's that wall. Do you see that wall? That's the only thing I was a little afraid of, but yeah, you're fine. As I said, these spirits sort of rise from the body, and 2 of them are rising in the lake, and 4 of them are sort of coming out of the walls. You know, like Lord of the Rings, how they come out of the mountain, that ghost army. Sort of these sort of like come out, submerge out of the rock itself, and you hear cries of astonishment as the dwarves ready for this attack.
I yell out, their oaths are fulfilled, they can come back.
Channel energy would be really great, dude.
It would be. The ghost nearest to Malachi steps over and just the hand passes right through you. Ooh, does a 13 hit you? Yes. The hand just goes right
hold on.
through you.
Hold on.
No armor.
Huh?
No armor.
13. You know what? It isn't even that, actually, but...
What is? Do you have?
Because I have that snake style thing, but I never verbally said I turned it on, so...
Yeah.
That's fine.
You didn't even put your stances on, from what I remember.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
You're stanceless right now. And so you get 1 point of damage and 5 con damage. So
Oof.
let me do the stat damage. You do the physical damage. What was your constitution originally?
15.
Okay, yeah, it's 10 now. So you just feel like the strength in your veins like pulse blue as like the hand just whips past you. Flynn, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh, invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move out here.
As you do that, you see this sort of
Boomer?
corpse. Yeah. Boomer! Boomer! Basically, this corpse has been in the water such a long time. It looks bloated and sort of infested with maggots. And it comes out and it's like looking at you guys. And it hurls a vomit on Bryn. Bryn, can you roll a fortitude check?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
17.
Oh, good roll. You just wipe this, this ick comes all over you. It's like a blinding, like, green ick just flows over you. And you're just, like, wiping it off. You're like, oh, what the heck? And unfortunately, you're blinded for 1 round.
Nice.
And it's actually your turn. You have this ick that you're just wiping off your eyes, your face, and you just see, like, green all over you. Like Slimer.
Well, great. I mean, like, I can't do anything with sight.
Let's cross streams.
You could still, like, if you wanted to do an area effect like Fireball, you can still pull that off.
Oh, I'll blow up everybody around me. No way.
I know.
This,
Malachi can take it.
Yeah.
Famous last words. With his con damage too.
I know.
No, no, dude. That hurt.
Does that reduce max hit points?
Yeah.
I guess I'll cast Mage Armor on myself.
if you do that, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. I'm just letting you know.
Well, there's not much I can do since I'm blind.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, as you're casting, the ghost adjacent to you does the same thing where he just reaches out, going, and he tries to grab you. You have the same feeling that Malachi has. Your veins just turn frozen almost as he hits you. You got 1 point of damage. Oh, you also get 5 parts of con damage.
That's not good for me.
Dude, I think you overpowered this one, dude.
I told you.
This account is a little bit powerful, dude.
Yeah. Well, you guys are in an awkward situation because of the choke point.
The constitution damage, there was no saving throw for that?
There were... Ooh, let me see. That's
Yeah,
a
it
good
does.
question.
It lowers the stats.
That's a lot of damage for every hit.
Yeah. Yep, you must do a fort save. So,
Dude!
Malachi, go and do a fort save, and Bryn.
Dang, dude. Yeah!
Oh, Frank's screwed anyway.
No.
Yep. So I will give you,
Wait, Frank, did you give Frank back his fortitude before you did this save?
I rolled a 3. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So, go ahead and roll a concentration, and then you can do -1 because you got hit. Oh, you made it. So you're able to pull off your mage armor, and you just feel this shimmering force field like protect you as you're still blinded.
Now I have a +4
To AC?
armor.
Oh, awesome. The boomer that was in front of you that just spewed on you is not going to take effect. They're really slow. So they can only do like a move or a attack. Nam, it's your turn.
I will start channeling energy.
Hey, get closer first so you can...
No, they're all 30 feet away from me.
Are they?
I'm going to be
okay.
right back, guys.
Okay,
Yeah, they're all 30 feet away from me.
perfect.
Oh, maybe not the ones next to the exiles. Oh, okay, cool, there. Yeah, see there? Or
Okay.
I got them all.
Okay, so you channel. Go ahead and roll your. I have a channel energy button, so go ahead and do that. So DC of 16. The drowned maiden made her saving throw. She only gets what, like
5.
You see Naam just pray to Mishakal for her divine powers, and you see this blue nimbus light just surround him and surround all the enemies, and they just wince as this radiant light just blasts through them, and you see a lot of them get damaged.
Combined, dude, you did more than a fireball.
Yep. This ghost is gonna go here and attack Naam. Yeah, maybe these guys are a little too overpowered. We'll see. Oh,
Jeez, I didn't
oh
do
no.
damage there at all.
Ties go to the attacker or the initiator. Can you roll a fort save? So you succumb to the cold, bitter feeling. You rolled a 9. Actually, you rolled a 3, so your total is 9. As the hands just feels your heart and just squeezes at it.
You guys ready to re-roll your character sheets? This time make all our party the same level?
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Powers?
yeah, I make another half-orc monk fighter. His name is...
Yeah. Number 2.
His name is Balakai.
Malachi the Second.
Okay. You see behind you a calamity as you see the same sort of thing happening where there's ghosts and also these bloated zombies just drop from the ceiling. As I mentioned earlier, there are holes in the ceiling and they just drop through. And you see Ulrich and he cries out to names like, "Give me a weapon! At least give me something to fight!" And he's talking to the dwarf name. He's just shouting out because he's unarmed right now and there's a bloated zombie right next to him. So without hearing any words, he like starts strangling the zombie with his bare hands. This guy's a massive bull of a dwarf. So if you guys want to give him a weapon or something, by all means, you guys can.
Everyone's engaged, dude.
Yeah. The drowned maiden is going to, she has to roll for her,
Get out of it.
she's going to try once again to control and win you over. So she's going to try to reverse the grapple. Her hair is just once again in full force slam against you and just wrap around you again. So she's in control.
All right.
And
My turn?
she drags you into the...
Whoa. I'm already next to her.
Yeah, I know. But she can still move you around. So she forces you into the water, just next to her where the rock is. Malachi, it's your turn.
I go into my snake style, and then I try to reverse grapple her again.
Okay.
Or can I just can I just damage?
Yeah, you
Can
can
I-
try damaging her hair.
It's her. I can just. Okay.
So go ahead and just roll attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna rip her hair out.
Oh, my pretty hair! So you get -2 to hit.
Do I have it's against her AC or does the hair have AC?
The hair has AC.
Oh, it does. Dang. All right.
14 was not enough to hit it. So you start pounding away at the hair, but it's like entangled you and you're trying to punch her, but your hands are getting caught up in the hair also. What'd you roll? 5?
It
Yeah.
looks like it.
That's it. So you hear the commotion behind you as the dwarves are battling the ghosts and some of those bloated zombies. Once again, the ghost turn that's near Malachi comes forward and once again wants to bring you to the same fate it has received, and it tries to touch you.
Oh! I got a free attack on him.
It touches his skull.
It basically touched the hair. It couldn't get. It didn't know where you are because there's so much hair entwining you. Go ahead.
So I gotta,
Yeah.
Dang, dude, what's up with my rules?
That unfortunately, because you have -2 to hit also. 14 is not good enough to hit it. So it's Flint's turn. Invisible, I believe, right?
I'm gonna do the silent image. I mean, we're all really close. I guess I can make one that would fit on just about everyone. You know, just to give concealment to pretty much everyone, I suppose. I mean, it wouldn't really work for you because you're already interacting with them.
We're all interacting with them.
What?
We're all fighting people.
Because everyone's would be then considered concealed.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like I can maintain the illusion as long as I want, but then once they disbelieve it, they're no longer, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're undead, dude. Yeah, mind effects don't work on them.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Is it a mind?
no. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if
It's not like they get a will save versus.
Yeah, because they still have senses, right?
Undead are immune to death effects, diseases, mind-affecting spells, charms, compulsions, phantasms, and patterns. Your illusion is a phantasm, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do it then. Never mind.
Well, I mean, I announced it. So I already did it.
Yeah.
Well, your character has a
character
high your character has a high
Okay.
knowledge, so it knows that the undead would be unaffected.
Oh, okay. Man, really smart.
Yeah, your character's real smart.
Yeah.
Smarter than you, apparently.
Don't have quite as extensive knowledge of the rule book.
I mean, well, except when you cast on a river, oil in
Yeah.
a river.
Yeah, that part he didn't know.
All right. I'll attack that bloated zombie then.
Okay, with a bow shot.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it.
Yep.
13.
Attack roll 2.
Man, you're rolling low.
We're all rolling though right now.
Yeah, you just hit the cavern wall as you launched a arrow at it. That zombie comes up and it tries to slam its fists into Brim. Ooh, he had a strong hit.
Ouch.
He rolled a 18. So he just shatters through your mage armor, and you see his fists come down, and it pummels you because you're already blinded also. So you weren't able to even perceive that he was swinging at you. You ducked, like once the once you're blind, you're like just covering around and cowering, and you got hit for 7 points of damage. Can you damage yourself?
No, I refuse to.
And it's actually your turn. You're able to get the ick out of your eyes, the bile and the stench of like rotten, festered, corpulent pieces of like organs. Just this nasty, rank smell.
Oh, joy.
Your back's against the wall.
Yeah, naturally. Magic missile.
Okay. He's gonna get an attack of. Oh, wait, he already
It's a
attacked
standard
you.
Take
These
a
things are.
step back. Take a step back too.
I can only move 5 feet.
Yeah, but then 5 feet down in the next turn, you can be 5 feet away, so you can before you cast something on you. So he can't attack you.
You feel the wall, and you are actually. It's still dark down here. You probably have a light spell, anyways. But yeah, you slither on the wall, and you try to get away from this vile creature has a really bad stink. And then go ahead and cast your magic missile. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was just enough to fell the beast.
All right.
It's handicapped.
However, if you've ever played Left 4 Dead, kaboom! It explodes, sending this vile, spewing liquid all over the place. Can you roll a fortitude save?
Not again.
Flynn, you're lucky you moved away, because you would have been hit by the blast effect also.
Oh, nice.
21.
You once again you're blinded, but you were able to close your mouth and eyes as a blast took effect, and nothing really penetrated you.
That's funny.
You
Nam,
did not get penetrated.
what would you like to do?
I will do the same thing.
Okay.
14.
Let me see. The drowned maiden was the only one that made it. All the ones succumbed to the damage. So, 14.
Yes.
Nice, dude. You did like 40, 50 points of damage.
Nice. Oh.
Well, those guys.
So you see Ulrich and some of the dwarven survivors and exiles get splashed with this bile liquid as the other one took away.
Can I throw him a dagger as a half action?
I'll let you as a move action. You can do that.
Okay, I chuck him a dagger.
He's like, "Oh, thank you, brother." The drowned maiden, she's going to pin Malachi. He rolled. Oh, not enough. Not enough. A 19, and you have a. Wait, she has a +5 though.
Huh?
She has a +5.
Why does she have a
So I
+5?
guess that's enough.
No, that plus has only to maintain, dude. Wait, is she maintaining or is she trying to pin?
She's trying to. Oh, that was a maintain.
She still failed because I have a +2 CMD versus grapple. So my CMD is actually 25.
24.
Haha! I'm free! I'm free! You're going down, girl.
And it's your turn.
Alright, I go into dragon style. So I take a 5-foot step from here.
Okay.
Get away from the water. So I can attack her hair.
You can attack her hair. Yes.
I don't know.
You'd be tearing up her hair.
I'm tired, kind of tired of that hair thing.
Yeah, you guys have all been getting low rolls.
Yeah, that too. I'm gonna attack her hair.
You rolled a 28. Think about you trying to hit hair. It doesn't do much. Let's just say that. Yeah, you're doing some damage to it. You see like little, fray out and stuff like that as you're pounding against a rock trying to break the hair away.
Okay.
The ghost next to you goes, woo! And that's all it does is woo, because it rolled an 8. Woo! That sucked.
I get a free attack on him.
Okay.
A hit?
Yeah, your hand goes through it, but it winces in pain as your hand goes through it. Flynn, you're Oh no, you snapped out of invisibility when you launched a bolt at the boomer.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do?
Fire courage.
So Flynn starts chanting. You guys feel a little more relieved. Bryn, it's your turn. The effects of the blinding bile is off of you. You still have your mage armor on, and you come to look around. You see Malachi just wrestling with this spirit or this undead hair twisting lady.
I'm gonna shoot an acid arrow
At the lady?
Yeah.
Okay. So do a ranged touch. Or wait, is it ranged touch?
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, range touch.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, that was pretty pathetic.
Touchdown.
Did it hit?
Your acid darts off into the cavern. It just disappears in the darkness. Into the darkness! Nahum, it's your turn.
I'll do the same thing.
Hey, so does her hair get damaged by Nahum's channel energy thing?
I would say no. She does, but not their hair.
Oh man.
There you go, 11 points of damage. 0.5 above average.
Wow.
Wow, they all had great saves. So,
What?
Still 5 points of damage to all of them. That's still pretty good.
so your Nimbus light just penetrates the undead again. Another wave of like positive energy just slams into them. Another strength sapping hit penetrates
ooh.
Nahum. Can you roll
Nahum.
your fort save? Luckily, you were able to jerk away before the life drain or the strength draining effects could take hold. You see that the dwarves behind you are starting to take over. There's like 15 of them, and they've been taking chiseling at these spirits, and they're sort of starting to get rid of them. And it is the Drowned Maiden's turn. She shrieks at Malachi. She starts clawing at him with her hands.
Yes. Don't grapple me.
Do you think that's better?
I don't know.
Actually, 19s. Let me
She's
see
not
some.
incorporeal, right?
No, she's not.
Physical. Okay.
Oh, she also gets a hair attack too.
And a hair attack?
Yeah, but it looks like none of those were able to hit you.
Ooh.
Her claws are just raking your armor, but nothing's going through. And the hair, you just dodge out of the way as it blasts by you.
I already used my attack of opportunity. Alright, never mind.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm saying nerf myself bad, dude. That would have been 2 free attacks right there.
Yep. I like you. You're not killing things in like 2 rounds.
Alright. I'm just gonna pound her down, dude. Power
Alright.
attack. I said, forget this, you undead wench. And I tried to grab her head and
Flynn, you're up
pummel
next.
her. I punch her in the face.
Oh, that's a solid connect as you basically just pummel her head into the rocks.
22 points.
You just like basically bash her head right into the rocks, and she howls in pain as you just grab her by her hair and you're like, take this! Smash against against the rocks. Flynn.
Got it. Full attack at Drowned Maiden.
Ooh.
Nice.
Don't
Do
you
the
get?
18 and 29 hit?
Oh, so you're the 29. Both of those connect. You see 2 bolts. You slam them one after another into her since you're so close, and
Right.
they do so 4 and 5. Okay. So after Flynn launches these volley of attacks, Bryn comes up after a failed acid arrow attempt.
Do it again.
Okay. So you did a 15. That is a connect. Your acid arrow slams into her as Nahum's
And-
punching her head down.
8 points of damage.
Good. Good damage. Nahum.
Alright, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, not so good this time. Please roll low.
Wow, that was a low save. That was a 8 damage. So those start, just wincing in pain as their 4th channel energy just drains the life out of them.
The ghost didn't attack.
Oh yeah, the ghost is supposed to attack. Let me do that. Once again, grabs at you with his unholy hands.
So I'm going to use my snake style for my AC.
Okay, which is going to be what?
Basically, it's my D20 roll plus my sense motive.
Yeah, just do a skill check. Oh,
Oh!
your
yeah.
snake style allowed you to just dodge out of his grasp as you predicted it would come.
Yeah, I like the snake style.
Well, against incorporeal stuff. The hair once again grabs, does 9 points of damage as it slams into you.
Yeah, I get a free hit on that miss though, okay?
Yep.
Don't forget.
Okay. The hair was not able to grab you. Go ahead and do your counter.
Forget. Oh, and that was horrible.
Yeah, it's a miss. It's your turn again.
Oh.
You have her head in your hand.
I tried... And never mind.
And you try smashing it one last time, but your hand slips and you hit the rock instead. It's a
Oh, man.
1.
You take
I
1
got a
damage.
killing blow.
Hits.
Flynn, it's your turn?
Already, huh?
Yes.
Let's attack her again.
Machine Gun Flynn.
A 30? and
Right.
Nice.
and a 21. Well, you got
A
a
fumble.
crit and a fumble. Your crit roll was a 21, which is enough to do double, so you double damage that one. But
Nice.
your second one was a utter failure. So you did 5 damage plus 5 plus your
Yes.
4, so 14
Dang.
from one arrow.
Nice, dude.
It got to her in the eye.
Yeah, you see an arrow sticking out of her eyes, like hi. And it's Bryn's turn. Your
Okay.
acid.
And I'll slam her with some magic missiles.
Nice.
You don't have
She went
to.
down.
She went down.
Oh, she's dead?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, pretty much you guys, I'm gonna let you guys get out of this battle. It's getting 20.
I cast Freedom.
He's gonna continue channeling. How many channels do you have left?
I have 3 more. I can
3
cast
more?
7 times.
Yeah, that's good
that
enough.
was the 4th one, right?
Yeah, that was the 4th one. So that was good enough to probably do another 30 points of damage. So,
What? The way you're rolling? Are you
Yeah, I know, right? Almost 30.
That'll be like, what,
Or like
12
10.
points of damage.
in terms of this battle, the boomers are really easy. They're like level 2 zombies. I just wanted them to explode on you guys, but unfortunately none of you guys were infected. So you guys are able to overcome this challenge. There was some undead in your path over this this torrent of a river. After this battle, you guys meagerly come to the exile. You're going down the path, and you guys are all like battle stained, bloodied, weakened. Looking pretty.
What are you talking about? I got
Except
like
for me, I
1
cleaned
damage,
myself up.
dude.
I heal myself.
Yeah. You
I'm
finally.
not bloody.
You finally reach the borders of Tor'Dur-Dum and reach the exile point, a large lift created to descend prisoners or exiled ones into the darkness is right in front of you. It's like a wooden lift with gears, a huge chain. It's basically you guys are on this top of a cliffside, and the lift will bring the exiled people down below. A few torches burn as your party is close to the cliffside. Looking down at the vast expansion of underground caverns and caves, the Underdark is just a vast network of caves under this world that you guys are in called Astar. The Drow and other underground denizens claim and fight over territories. The underground is a ruthless world, and is vile and is cruel in itself. You feel as if your strength is just being sapped away from you as you look at the outskirts of the darkness. You feel also as if Ulrich and the survivors don't have any chances of winning or living down here, as the darkness is going to overcome them. But you do as you're told, and do you guys want to give him the backpack?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I give him some of my extra supplies too.
Do you want to give him the weapons or the dagger? Do you
Yeah.
want to keep it, or do you want
Oh
to?
yeah, he can keep my dagger.
Okay, so you.
Well, yeah.
And remember, I had like weapons from one of the old battles in my bag of holding, so I give them those weapons.
Okay. Arm them with whatever meager equipment that you do have. You cut off their cuffs, and you give them the backpack, and you guys give them some extra food. And you guys, how you
Wait,
feel about?
before that, I
Mhm.
I do detect evil just in case.
Oh, the whole place lights up like a Christmas tree.
No, them.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
You see right
Yeah.
now that Ulrich is glowing, and some of his other family members are glowing.
One evil?
Yeah.
Detect evil, really?
Oh,
Maybe I don't evil my dagger then. No, I give it.
The entire clan is put on this large lift, and Ulrich seems to grow angrier and angrier by the minute as he starts cursing Tor'Dur-Dum and stating, "You haven't seen the last of me!" He cries out in rage, and he's like, "Duncan, I will avenge ye!" And as you guys lower the lift, you just hear him cursing Tor'Dur-Dum as the winches and gears squeak and grind as the lift lowers into the darkness. So that's the end of the adventure.
Dang. I remember Agor had that, like, drow dagger that they confiscated from you.
Yes, he did. He had a drow dagger. And you guys are releasing Ulrich. See, you guys aren't sure if Ulrich and his family are involved, but, from casting the Detect Evil, you know that he has a lot of animosity and he has these evil intentions right now. Whether
Yeah,
he
that's
had
what
them
I was-
whether he had them
intention?
previously, you're not sure.
Yeah, but I mean, we gave it to him. He knows we didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the
Hopefully.
best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna come back with better weapons against us anyway. Either way,
We sent Malachite with him.
the rusty swords we gave them probably won't matter.
True.
But we did the right thing. That's all that matters.
No, tell him favor for a favor.
Mm-hmm.
When they do come back with the army.
Like, you need a few lieutenants.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen the last of him, as you said. You haven't seen the last of me.